Well, good morning and welcome to the sanctuary at Mini Path Spiritual Center, everybody. Oh my goodness, feel this energy in the room. We love this energy. Beautiful spring morning, a little bit of crispy in the air. This is probably one of those wood winters that has come back to bite us a little bit, but we love it. We'll take it because we know what's coming, right? So, all right, we're going to get started every morning. On behalf of Reverend Deb Moore, I'm Ryan Gill. This is the Sanctuary Band, Jackie, Jackson, and Daphne. Say hi, everybody. Hi. All right, let's get this energy focused. So let's stand up. We're going to release, let this go, and sing How Do I Serve Today? There was a time in my life, thought I'd have to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. Now I can say, if you're discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go. Let it all go. And be seated, everybody. All right, all the kids can go with Miss Steph. All right, the kids are leaving, but the energy is not. And that's such a great thing. Yes, keep that energy. Well, welcome to Many Paths Spiritual Center, everybody. We are a interfaith affirming spiritual community. So no matter what your name for God is, whether it's Allah, Fred, the universe, So as I was saying, we are an interfaith affirming, intentional spiritual community. So no matter where you are on your spiritual path, you know that when you walk onto this property, you are loved, you are supported, and hopefully you're going to learn something when you're here. So we have programs that speak to everybody for all kinds of different things, which you'll find out a little bit more. On Tuesdays, we celebrate our bodies. On Thursdays, we open our minds. And on Sundays, we come and celebrate our souls. So we celebrate body, soul, and mind every week that we're here. So welcome to Many Paths Spiritual Center. We are a vibrant spiritual community. I'm talking really fast because we got a lot of announcements, and I want to get to them. So let's have some announcements. Everybody say hi.
Hello. Happy WNBA season.
You go ahead, come on.
Is it you today? Yeah. Cool.
Well, one of you's doing one thing and one of you's doing another thing, so, you know. It's like the WWE. Tag somebody in.
I'm sorry. Good morning, everybody. Oh, there is a lot. Okay. Happy May, everybody. I took May 1st off. May Day is my favorite day of the year because it's like spring is ahead, summer's ahead, possibilities are endless. It's wonderful.
It's a perfect day to get married, too.
It is. It is a good day to get married. Happy anniversary. Brian and Frank had their anniversary this weekend.
19 years,
19
y'all.
years.
Holy cow.
And I love what the band's got going on today. You got a real Ben Folds 5 going on. Yeah. Yeah, very few will know that reference. But if you do, come see me after church. All right, so our announcements, Sunday, May 3rd. The Happy Class meets every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Join us for a mindful mix of gentle movement supporting body and brain health. This week's class will feature cardio drumming, and the cost is $10. Sign up at the bulletin board in the front room to claim your happy spot. Merry Meet at the Maypole today after service. The Maypole is an ancient spring rite tradition used to celebrate nature itself. This is one way we can weave our collective energies together to birth peace, commonality, prosperity, and connection. No sign up, just meet us outside after the service and wear comfortable shoes. Family Happy Class. Join Steph for our first ever Family Happy Class today at 4 o'clock. It will be a mindful movement adventure filled with partner yoga and creative play. $5 per participant. Details and sign up at the front bulletin board. Breathe and Be, a service of mindfulness. Thursday, May 7th, 6:30 p.m., a service of stillness, silence, and reflection. Gentle movement, guided meditation, and chanting to usher peace and spiritual awareness. Donation based to our center. The monthly book club will be holding their second meeting on Thursday, May 14th from 6 to 7:30. All the information can be found in the bulletin board in the front room or in your weekly happenings email. Mini Pass Astro Chat with Valerie. Friday, May 15th at 6:30 p.m., we will be exploring Venus, the ruling planet of Taurus and Libra, and how the Taurus new moon and Venus in Gemini affect you. Come and learn intentional alignment with this movement. Bring your dinner and let's dive into this together. No sign-up needed. Mini Pass Community Meal. Sunday, May 17th after the service. Turn up at our tribe's table. Let's bring food, gather at the table, and celebrate life itself. No sign-up needed. If you feel moved to bring a dish, bring whatever moves your spirit. Gong to Groove, returning to the divine, You with Judy Bernard, Sunday, May 17th after the community meal. This special event that takes you back to the womb, releasing all the old loops with planetary gongs played by Judy Bernard, guiding the way. Then you will be rebirthed into your highest timeline, called to the awakened by Ryan Gill, intuitively playing keyboards as we are led to embrace who we truly are while dancing to our rebirth whole and complete divine being. Sign up for this special event in the front room, $35 investment. All activity or meeting links and contact numbers can be found in the Weekly Happenings Google Calendar, or you can always email the church. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. I have a 3-year-old. I don't know what day it is ever. Okay. Let's begin this portion of our service by taking a deep centering breath. Today's centering thought is, I intentionally move towards my heart's desire. Many people think that visualizing a goal and developing a positive attitude towards it will be enough to attract the good that we desire into our lives and our world. While those activities are essential, that is only part of the equation. In addition, we must also take inspired steps towards fulfilling our physical needs and our heart's desires. Whether it's a big or small step, it instantly aids us in attracting the relationships, outcomes, and enhanced abundance we seek. The law of inspired action is all about taking those real, actionable steps to invite what we want into our lives. Often that inspiration comes from within, from that gentle internal nudge that we feel. Inspired action will come about when we are aligned with who we are, which is an extension of source energy, the divine love that is within us and all things. When we let go of our need to control how things work and are instead open to all possibilities, it makes room for new ways of achieving the goals that we might not have considered otherwise. And taking physical steps to move ourselves closer to our vision is so very crucial, even if we need to push ourselves out of our comfort zone to do so. Practicing this law is all about slowing down, getting quiet, creating space for internal guidance, and remembering who we truly are. When we let our heart be our guide, we need only to give ourselves a little nudge to start down a new path. And now please repeat these affirming statements after me. Using divine guidance, I intentionally move towards my heart's desire.
Using divine guidance, I intentionally move towards my heart's desire.
I release my fears and fulfill my dreams.
I release my fears and fulfill my dreams.
With the divine as my source, I can achieve anything my heart desires.
With the divine as my source, I can achieve anything my heart desires.
And so it is.
All right. Thank you. Well, it's a new month, so we've got a new congregational song. I love that we come together and sing every month. We learn new stuff together. Boy, do we have an earworm for you. So how many of you wake up every morning and you're like, oh, please turn off that alarm. Let me go back to sleep. Well, I do believe that a lot of studies have been done about people who wake up every morning and start thinking about what they're grateful for in their life. You know, if you wake up every morning, and I do believe this is a proven fact. If it's not, you should try to prove it. Wake up every morning and say 3 things that you're grateful for, right? I mean, you could start off by going, I'm thankful that I'm able to breathe this morning, right? Right? Have you ever woken up with a stopped up nose? See? So you wouldn't be grateful for that, would you? But the point of this song that we're singing today, it's called Gratitude Awakening, and it's about every day being living your life from a place of gratitude. And I got news for you. That's half the battle right there. Because when I turn on the news, it's hard for me to be grateful right now. So I need to go inside, and I need to consciously, intentionally go over what I am grateful for and reinforce that and live from that space, and because our lives are going to be better for it. So thank you, God, for the gift of today and every blessing coming my way. As I feel your gift of grace, I am lifted. Loving you is a wonderful thing. In gratitude, I'm awakening. In gratitude, I'm awakening. So let's sing it for him. What do you think? Let's all stand. It goes like this. Thank you, Spirit, for the gift of today and every blessing coming my way. As I feel your gift of grace, I am lifted. Loving you is a wonderful thing. In gratitude, I'm awakening. In gratitude, I'm awakening. Y'all sing it now. Thank you, Spirit, for the gift of today. Every blessing coming my way. As I feel your gift of grace, I
Good morning, everybody. I am happy to see that some of y'all listen to me. Like, is anybody here because you saw my reel this week that said this is going to be special, please be here? Anybody? Couple folks? All right, good. You were going to come anyway. Okay, all right. I mean, it's nice to know. How many people we got online, Crystal? 12. Which is really a lot for this early in the service. Boom. What I'm talking about. They usually don't pop in until your lessons start. We got spiritual.
Oh, well, I take that personally.
It's because they want to go back and catch the recorded music later on YouTube, add it to their rotation, favorites. Yeah. Well, I'm so grateful to see all of you here today. You know, I thought about the fact that I got online and I said, this is going to be a special day, and now I got to freaking bring a special day. But here's the thing, I don't. I just have to get out of the way. I just have to be willing to be a conduit for what Spirit wants to do today, right? And I am willing to be a conduit. Are you willing? Because it's not just about me. It's about all of us being in community together, being willing to be a conduit for the good to come through for each other. So I want to invite you for just a moment to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Do whatever you need to do to regulate your breathing. A really good deep breath often helps. Lower your shoulders. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. I invite you to think about the person sitting next to you. You don't even need to look at them. You don't need to remember who it was. You don't need to know their name. All you need to know is that there's another expression of the divine in close proximity to you. And I invite you to take a few moments to just completely bathe them in love. Let compassion flood through your being. Compassion for whatever their story is right now. Whatever they might be going through. With your energy, offer them refuge. Be in service, energetic service to someone near you right now. And as we go into the silence, I invite you to just keep that flow going. Keep that flow of compassion and love and peace for someone around you. In the stillness, in the silence. Loving each other this way unconditionally is to show up in a sacred way in each other's lives. It's a way for us to remember that God, Allah, Shiva, the divine Great Spirit, is a mother to us all. Loves each one of us in that way all the time, every moment. When we are on our game and when we're dropping the ball. We are loved. And through that love, we love each other. And so it is.
Oh, Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth, and your fruit of your womb. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be.
I love the idea of a mother God. I do. I don't know if some of us who were raised in a tradition where God was always a boy, it sometimes feels a little jarring at first to maybe think of God as a mother. But once you kind of allow yourself to do that, I mean, God is the ultimate they, them. Right? The idea of gender is just, it's just, yeah. So, so the more that you can think of that, I mean, there are times when the mother God is exactly what I need. The mother God, to be held and nurtured. We are in the third moon of the year of the fire horse. The moon is waning gibbous at 98%. How about that full moon in Scorpio on Friday? Anybody feel that energy? Whoo, Lord, it was a full moon, it was Beltane, it was May Day, it was Vesak, the commemoration of the birth, enlightenment, and death of the Buddha. It was everything under the sun was going on Friday. Everything. And then, of course, yesterday we had the first woman trainer win at the Kentucky Derby. That's what that horse looked like yesterday right there. Horse with fire. Right? Lots of good things happening. Of course, there was weeping and gnashing of teeth and wailing at my house because Nikki's beloved Celtics lost Game 7. I know. What's that? She's here today because she needs prayer because the Celtics lost. Interceding for the Celtics. Yeah. I hate to tell you that it will not do any good at this point, so it's all over. So we've been focusing on the fire horse energy throughout this year, and we've spent the first 3 moons of the year focused on preparation. And today is going to be a little bit different. I want to speak to you from my heart, which I always try to do, but I just want to speak from my heart. I always want to give you the most authentic part of me, but this talk is not going to have a lot of scripture or Bhagavad Gita or Rumi quotes or anything of that nature. It's just my heart hoping to connect with your heart in a deeper way. So today, we're going to talk about who we are to each other. That's why I wanted you here, because it's a little hard to talk about who we are to each other if you're not here, right? So thank you for being here. It means the world to me. And I know that everyone who is here by what I believe to be a divine appointment. Like you're just keeping a divine appointment. So I have these 2 pat answers that I've used for decades now. When I encounter someone, you know how you first see somebody and they're like, hey, how you doing? How are you? What's going on? That kind of like greeting thing. And so the first thing is when people say, how are you? I say, talking 4 decades now. My answer has been, I'm easy like Sunday morning, baby. Right? And then, if they say, how's it going? Not asking about me particularly. How's it going? I said, life in the fast lane. Life in the fast. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying it for so long I don't even think about it anymore. I just say it. I say it sometimes to my students who are, 18 years old, and they look at me like they have no idea what I'm talking about. And I think, your parents did you wrong. So last Saturday, as I mentioned last Sunday, a week ago this past Saturday, I was honored to do the memorial service for Dave Harrison, a man I've known for 27, 28 years, and it was just such a gift to me. It was such an honor to be able to do that. I'll be honest with you, I've done a lot of weddings. I've helped with memorials, but this was the first memorial where I was kind of the lead minister, if you will, and it felt like sacred work, really sacred work to be doing that. And I got there about an hour before the ceremony began, but the service was about to start. People were there, several people. I know Carolyn was there, Margie was there. Different people were there helping Valerie get everything put together. And then at a certain point, after we'd done sound check and everything else, Valerie said, okay, I've got a playlist that I'm going to play. This is Dave's favorite music. And she finally turned it on to start it. And the very first thing I heard was, that's why I'm easy. You didn't do your part. No, that's not your part. Because I'm easy. Ba-da-da-da. There we go. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Yeah. Very first thing I heard. And then we got to talk about how much Dave loves to live life in the fast lane, right? Like Dave lived in the fast lane, how much he loved racing. And as I was sitting there thinking about that, I thought, man, we need each other. We're connected to each other. We belong to each other. And I'm starting to believe, the older I get, that full awakening happens in relationship. We discover ourselves in relationship. We remember ourselves in relationship. Who we are to each other is not just social. We've heard this all our lives. Humans are social beings. They need other people. But I want to say it's not just that we're social. It is a spiritual need that we have. We become mirrors. We become midwives. We become challengers. We become witnesses. We become companions and healers and sacred reminders for each other. We have a tendency to see spirituality as private. So let me give this a little bit clearer context. Most of us grow up in the earliest part of our encounters with religion or spirituality. We grew up thinking that it's a group activity, right? We're little kids. We go to church, we go to temple, we go to mosque, we go to synagogue. We go gather together with other people, and that's what religion is. Right? It's the coming together in worship, in connection, whatever. When we're real little kids, we go to Sunday school, right? We go to catechism. We learn a little Hebrew for our bat mitzvah, our bar mitzvah. We go to vacation Bible school. We go to church camp. Anybody do church camp? Yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you something. We learned a whole lot at church camp. We didn't learn a lot of Bible, but we learned about the laying on of hands and speaking in tongues. That's what I'm talking about. By the time I got to Trevecca, that's why all the girls wanted to date a ministerial student, by the way. You know, then we run into something. After it's this group activity, we run into something that makes us question. Something that makes us go, I don't know if I can hang with that. We start to ease back a little bit, and we look at it through a different lens, and we start to think about it. And maybe we get so far out, right? I have always said that one of the most spiritual things that ever happened to me was being gay, because it made me. I could not put off the spiritual realignment, right? I could not put it off. And just like when I was first coming out of the closet, where I thought I must be the only one in the world in 1982, I thought I was the only one in the world. In a lot of ways, when I was stepping away from the Nazarene church that I had been raised in, and I was beginning to reconsider other options, I also thought, maybe I'm the only one in the world. Will I ever find community? Will there be people out there who gather like me, right? And we start to think that spirituality is private, and it is. We think of it as one of those essential differences. Religion is public, spirituality is private. We've got all these different definitions for how religion and spirituality differ. Often when we begin a true spiritual journey, we are alone in our ideas, and our understandings are all shifting. And of course, ultimately, it is private. It is the communion that you feel with the sacred that matters. We come into this journey seeking peace, seeking answers, seeking healing, sometimes healing from what religion did to us. We seek truth. We seek something real. We want something unexplainable. We want the ineffable experience of oneness with God. But then something surprising happens. We go looking for God, and we find people. We find people. And often, the people become the path. Buddha went off and hung out by himself until he got enlightened under a Bodhi tree, and then what did he do? He went and sought out some people. Come on, let's go. You be a monk. You be another Buddha. I need other Buddhas. Jesus went into the desert and wrestled with his ego. That's what he was doing, right? Because he was wrestling with fame, fortune, escape from all of this I need to do. It's what our ego tries to get us to do. He wrestled with it. He defeated that. He said, no, I'm not going to listen to you. And then what did he do? He went and found people. He gathered people around him. He created community. It's like Thich Nhat Hanh says, the next Buddha will be the Sangha, will be the group, will be the community, right? I used to think that spirituality was all about finding myself. But I'm beginning to think that it's also about allowing myself to be found, allowing myself to be seen in truth, in love, by each other. Because others help reveal our true self to us. Sometimes we don't know who we are until someone else sees us clearly. I distinctly remember that time in my 20s when I was bartending and the server came up and said, "You know, you're really intimidating." I said, "Me? What are you talking about? Me? Not me. Aries are never intimidating, are we?" But it gave me an opportunity to look at myself and say, you know what? There could be an opportunity here to maybe be a little more gentle. Or when my mother said to me, "You know, honey, you've never been motivated by money." I didn't know that until she said it, and I looked back and I said, you know, that's true. I never have. Money's not the point for me. It's just not the point. Because in right relationship to each other, we get seen in a different way, in a truer light, and we become a loving presence. And loving presence is that which looks at us and says, "Donna, I see your goodness. Valerie, I see your strength. Jackson, I see your wisdom." Right? Rita, I see what is emerging through you. Kelly, I see your heart. Mallory, I see your beautiful children, and I don't know how you, like that woman pops out the most pretty children. I see what you've forgotten about yourself. And that's our job with each other. A sacred community can hold our true identity for us until we can carry it for ourselves, until we can acknowledge it. You remember, there's one outside thing I want to remind you of. You remember that African concept of Ubuntu? Ubuntu, which is often translated as "I am because we are." And in other African tribes, it is translated as this. I love this. A person is a person through people. A person is a person through people. And so there was a story about that. An anthropologist proposed a game to these African children. And he said, "I put a basket of fruit under that tree. It's about 20 yards over there. And I'm going to say go. And when I do, y'all run. And whoever runs the fastest is the winner and gets the basket of fruit." And so he said, got them all lined up. On your mark, get set, go. And the children kind of looked at each other for a moment. And then they grabbed each other's hands and they all ran together. And they arrived at the tree together. And they sat down and they ate the fruit together. And so this anthropologist said, "Why did you do this?" And the children said, "How can one of us be happy if the others are sad?" What a culture. Could you imagine how different our life would be if we had been raised that way? My happiness is directly linked to your happiness. And so I wish that for you as much as I wish mine for me. And we achieve it together. Because clear and honest connection with each other is healing. Connection that doesn't seek winning, that isn't about competition. Belonging is medicine. I see that in the classroom all the time. I can almost tell which students are going to succeed and which are going to fail by who has the strongest sense of belonging. Do I belong here? 90% of my work at the college is about helping students understand that they belong right where they are. There's nothing more powerful than being really seen by another. And sometimes another person believes in us before we even believe in ourselves. I think that's the holiest work we do. Not all of us helps through comfort. Some of us help through friction. Now, please don't try to be that person. Okay? Don't relish that. Some people expose our impatience, our pride, our fear, our wounds, our ego. They're good at it too, aren't they? Ugh. And we get around people and it just gets too people-y. I got to tell you something. I had a profound aha moment this week while I was working on this talk. I have to share this with you. It dawned on me that people are exhausting when I am interacting with them inauthentically. It's not them at all. It's me having to put on that work hat, and show up in one way, or putting on this other hat, or trying really hard to be funny, right? You can be funny, just don't try really hard at it. It really falls flat. Trust me on this, all right? It's when we're putting on this false face. I have to show up in a certain way instead of showing up 100% authentically me. I can be around all the people in the world authentically me, and I'm not tired, right? People are teachers, and spiritual community is not only where we are loved, it is where we are polished. Again, I do not want anyone to put in the application for the job of friction bringer. We don't seek out friction just for the sake of friction. Engaging with each other in loving kindness means that we want our presence to be gentle and loving and safe, right? And the good news is that no matter how careful we are with each other, there are still going to be plenty of opportunities for friction to happen. Maybe somebody does or says something and you get angry. Well, congratulations. Your anger is the universe telling you that you are ready to learn this lesson. You are ready for what is here, ready to unfold for you if you want to look at it. Here's the process I've used. I've mentioned this before, but this is what I've learned to do over the years. Somebody says something that just gets me. And it's always them. They're always wrong. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever looked back on the stories of your life and you're always the hero? Like, it's amazing. Like, everybody knows so much until they're the other person in the story. So here's what I try to do. In the moment where someone does something, says something, shows up in a way that rubs me the wrong way, I try to breathe deeply and stay quiet if I can. Please, Lord, let that moment not require an answer from me. Let me stay quiet. Let me not respond in anger. If it's in a meeting or a group of people, I practice being a fly on the wall. A fly on the wall doesn't even get to respond. It can't respond. It's not allowed to respond. Let me just pretend what would have happened in this meeting if I had not made it to the meeting. Let me just sit back and observe and not say anything. And then at least temporarily, this is the hard part, at least temporarily, allow them space to not be wrong. Allow them space to not be wrong, because that's the only way healing's going to happen, is for you to consider that option. Just allow them space. What would happen if they just got their way in this moment? I don't know, let's see. Right? What would happen if we just let them go on, saying, being, whatever they were? What's the worst that could happen? What might be the best? They might be right. Right? What's the worst that could happen? And then later, when you're alone, you begin to do the work of self-inquiry. What am I really feeling? What button got pushed? What kind of anger is this? Is it the kind of anger that infuriates me? Or is it the kind of anger that makes me want to cry? Because one has to do with our control, and one has to do with our self-worth. Did I get trampled on? Did I get overlooked? And then once you've done that work, to take that person into your meditative space, it's the most powerful tool I know, to take the person who was the biggest pain in my ass. I had to check for children, right? And to take them into the space of my oneness and my communion with God and just completely flood them with compassion. Stay with that as long as it takes, until when I think of them, I think of love, compassion, and joy. And then, the next time I see them, encounter them with love, compassion, and joy. If we could do that, we change the world. We change the world. You completely let it go. This is not easy work. This is advanced spiritual princess warrior stuff, right? This is Xena, Holy Mother stuff, right? One other thing about this, if you find out that you were the refiner, you were the one who brought the friction, work to turn that around quickly. I mean, I don't think it's a spiritual practice to drop grenades in the middle of something and then just walk away, dusting our hands off. I don't think it is. We own it, and we learn how to say, hey, look, Valerie, I know I came across really abrasively, and I'm sorry about that. I feel so passionately about this, and I'm going to explore my own potential for being less attached to my position, right? But here's the important thing I want you to know. Putting my position aside, I love you and I appreciate you. And if my position ever gets bigger than loving you, then I've got work to do. And so thank you for helping me see that. We learn how to say that. Did I say learn how to say it? Learn how to say it and mean it. Nothing lands worse than false humility. Learn how to say it and mean it. Purpose is often discovered in service. How do we do service? With each other. Many people discover meaning not through the inward searching alone, but through being needed by others. When I help carry your burden, I find my strength. When I encourage you, I hear truth for myself. When I offer my gift to you, I discover why I was given it in the first place. So, almost a month ago, and I believe she's watching, and I've mentioned this before, one of our community, Elsie, fell in the parking lot, fractured a bone in her pelvis, and it was a big moment. And I've had so many conversations with people about that since then. I got to tell you, for this spiritual community, that day was huge. That day was huge, right? Like, I saw so many things happening that day, and other people felt it too. I've had people say things like this: I felt a sense of purpose that day that I haven't felt in a long time. I've had people say, I did things I didn't think I was capable of doing, right? And if you were watching, if you were here that day and you looked around at everybody, you saw this incredible hive of spiritual community just taking care of business, loving each other, connecting with each other, being in the moment, being on track. That was an important moment in the life of this community. I was talking with Kelly about it last week, and she said that brought out the best in all of us. That brought out the best in all of us. And those moments can do that. Now, here's the thing. I don't think the divine said, hey, they need to see their best. Who can I make fall today? I don't believe in that God. We live in a world where gravity exists and people fall. I live in a world where I can be a little bit more careful and maybe not fall, or I could be not paying attention and fall. It could go either way, right? Here's how I think God plays into that for me. I think of God as this incredible artist who is able to create a masterpiece no matter what materials we give her. Some days we give her the finest paints and the purest clay. And some days we give her strips of paper and old tin cans. And in either situation, God is up there going, okay, we can do something with this. We can make something out of this, no matter what happens. And on that day, we had a situation that could have gone a million different ways. And you know which way it went? He brought out the best in all of us. I mean, we showed up. I was looking around going, this community loves each other. And if we do nothing else, success. We did it, right? We did it. We are threads, not islands. Each one of our lives carries color and texture and pain and beauty and memory. And separated, a thread is just small, but woven together, threads become something strong enough to dance in the wind. You know, I was thinking about this week as well, that think about this. This is kind of an interesting little factoid of Deb's brain. When you think about all the people you've encountered in your life, no single human being has known the same combination of people that you have. No single human being has known the same combination of people that you have. And if people are the path, then that's who. It's got to be a many paths way. Because we're each on we've learned a different thing from different people. We've heard different stories from others. We've been woven together in interesting ways. So today, after the service, we're doing a maypole in just a few moments. We're going to weave ribbons around a pole. This is our ribbon from last year. It was so much fun, I got to tell you. And it will look playful, and it is, and it should be. but it's also true. And every one of our lives here intertwines and crosses with each other. Every joy, every grief, every kindness, every conversation becomes part of our pattern, part of who we are. And so this maypole event after the service is going to be more than just an event. It is a sermon made visible. It is the living manifestation of this very conversation right here. It's something we can touch. Now, let me tell you, nobody, of course, is forced to stay for the maypole. I can already sense some of you out there going, how do I slip out of here during the last song? Let me just get out. I'm not sure about this. We would love for you to stay. Even if this is your very first Sunday here, or you've kind of hung on the fringes, or you have some other reason to question whether you should, know that we breathlessly pray for your presence. No one here is accidental thread. No one here is a remnant. You're part of the tapestry. For one reason, you're here right now, and right now is all any of us ever have, right? This is everything right now. Somehow the stars aligned, you got yourself here today, that is enough. And whether you consider yourself on the fringe of many paths or whatever's going on here, or you are right in the middle of everything that goes on, all of us, no matter where we are on that, can find ourselves secretly wondering at times, do I belong here? Do I make a difference? Am I seen? Am I known? Is my presence meaningful? Yes. The answer is yes. And if you don't know that yet, I would love for you to consider giving this evolving and devoted community a chance to answer that question through loving action. Because that's what we're here to do. It's what we're called to do. I almost wasn't here today. Not this day. Because I'm fine. I didn't wake up feeling ill or anything like that. I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about here in this space in life right now. I almost wasn't here. I walked away so many times from a path that might have led me here. I pulled back. I said, no. No. High school. I remember the first time being pulled on a path in high school. No. College. No. Many times in adulthood. Nope. I'd seen too much of what a ministry can do to a spiritual journey. Ministry is hard on spiritual journey. You better be walking your path, or it's going to get, it can get ugly, right? Especially if you're not allowed to falter. I mean, at least here, I can come up here and say, y'all, I screwed up big this week. And y'all are like, yeah, we know. You do it all the time. But anyway. And it's fine, right? But I've seen so many ministers who aren't allowed to falter, and that is a recipe for disaster. I've seen what ministry can do to friendships and to families. When this organization, as Unity, lost its longtime minister to retirement, I rushed to suggest someone else. Rushed as fast as I could. Nikki was over there going, baby, we stepped back from the praise and worship team. We're going to retire from church for a while, aren't we? Didn't we say that? She still says that to me every now and then. But when that someone started feeling the weight of speaking every week, and he asked me to take every other week, and then he eventually gave his notice, and it was me, and by that time I already knew I couldn't know my way out of this. I already knew that my service in the world was shaped like this. I knew that I had to be willing to show up every day, vulnerable, with an open heart, doing my work. And so I did it. I added to my education with a ministerial degree. Still didn't do as much for me as the study of poetry, but nonetheless, I'm going with it. Signed a contract. And I approached this ministry with an open heart and a whole lot of trepidation. I know that sounds like counterintuitive. How can you have both? I knew I had to do it differently from what I had seen in the past, but I also didn't want to go off half-cocked as if I knew the better answer, right? I didn't really know what the way was. I just knew that spiritual community that we all believed could be. And until I was proven that it couldn't, I was going to keep acting as if it could and stepping forward and loving each other. I knew that I had to show up as love and tenderness, fight that intimidation energy down, peace and gentleness, and I allowed what my ministry would become to slowly unfold. I couldn't rush it. Whether it ever looked that way or not, in my spirit, it was very slowly unfolding. I wanted each step to arise from the pull of spirit rather than the push of ego. I wanted to be as sure-footed as I could possibly be, not for my delusion of perfection. That's gone out the window years ago. But because I wanted my presence to be a sanctuary, a refuge, a place of safety, a place of protection. And if I made mistakes, I wanted to do everything I could to keep those from being mistakes that hurt other people. But here's the thing. While I stepped gingerly into what was mine to do, you were my sanctuary. When I didn't show up my best, you were patient with me. When I thought I might not have a clue what to do next, you covered me. When I was being, so human, you reflected it back to me as humanity. And so I no longer feel trepidation. I feel fully committed to work that is mine to do. A few months ago, someone from the old days, the BC days, whatever, someone from the old days said to me, they ran into me out somewhere and they said, "You've done such a great job holding that place together, Deb," which automatically told me they knew nothing about us. "You've done such a great job holding that place together, Deb." And I immediately turned to them and said, "Oh no, they hold me together. I need you. In my spiritual community, in my spiritual walk. Everything this ministry is or ever hopes to be is because of you. It's because even those who are here for the very first time, you're in that. It's because of the vision and the heart and the wisdom and the willingness and the service and the friendship and the love that we have created together. Your willingness to walk through the door, if you're here for the first time, that is a daunting thing to do. Walk through the door the first time. I hate it. I hate it. It's one of the reasons why I stood outside today and welcomed people on the front porch. Might try to start doing that unless it's raining, so whatever. Or hot. Even if you're here for the very first time, that willingness is enough for us to say, yay, you're in the club. Right? Because in this space, there is no hierarchy. We have bylaws and we have membership and we have leadership and all the things that need to run an organization like this. But in this space, here in this sanctuary, everyone is the same. New, old, doesn't matter. Known by everyone, known by none, no difference. In this now moment, in this now space, we are none higher nor lower, none better nor worse. There is no one in this room more important than you. There is no one in this room less important than you. That's who we are to each other, a sanctuary. May we always be a soft place for each other to land. May we remember to tend the space between us. May we remember to weave care into every interaction. May we allow love to move through us toward others. May we choose kindness in the moments when it's hardest. May we help each other remember who we are. May we be the reason someone feels like they belong. May we find our purpose and our strength in loving one another, who we are to each other. It's all of this. Namaste.
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you're less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul. Started singing that about a quarter of the way through her lesson.
My favorite.
So beautiful. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for singing today. Your singing was just gorgeous. It lifted my heart today. Thank everybody for being here at Mini Pass. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful, beautiful, awesome, incredible community. If you're here for the first time, boy, you came at a good time, right? Definitely. Remind everybody that we live and breathe and pay the bills through your donations. And if you want to put some paper donations, there's a blue vase there in the back. There's a QR code there. If you want to do a PayPal donation, be sure to do that at the beginning of this 5 Sunday month. Don't forget, there's 5 Sundays in the month of May. So you get an extra. You get an extra Sunday to be with us. So that's a cool thing. Remind everybody to check your What's Happening newsletter for all the stuff that's coming up. We've got a maypole. Frank has been setting up for like 5 days for this. So please, if you there he is. Everybody say hi. We're just talking about you. That's your gratitude awakening right there. So, yes. Even if you have to go, at least go out and see the maypole and take a turn around it. How's that? All right. So we remind everybody to check your What's Happening for all this stuff. Remember that we celebrate our bodies on Tuesdays. We invigorate our minds on Thursdays. and we celebrate our spirit and soul on Sundays. So let's all stand up. We have a new closing prayer starting. This is an Apache blessing that we're going to say together. So let's all learn it today. Daphne?
All right, y'all ready? May the sun bring us new energy by day, and may the moon softly restore us by night. May the rain wash away our every worry, and may the breeze blow new strength into our being. May we walk gently through the world and know its beauty all the days of our lives. And so it is.
And all is well. All is well, life is good. We are truly blessed. All is well, life is good. We are truly blessed. All is well, life is good. We are truly blessed. All is well, life is good. We are truly blessed. All is well, life is good. We are truly blessed. All is well, life is good. We are truly blessed. We are truly blessed. We are truly blessed. And so it is, everybody. Thank you for coming. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday.